What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. As you can see, Shannon Sharpe being sued by this law firm of this guy, Bismarcky, or whatever he called himself. Basically, for brutally sexually assaulting a brave woman. I don't know Shannon Sharpe. I don't know what he would or wouldn't do. I don't think that someone's innocent just because they're a celebrity or people just coming after you because of your money. But I will say there's been a pattern of this type of stuff, of people being sought out to say that they sexually assaulted someone. Not just rich people, people that have, even somebody that makes six figures. But it's one of those things of, if the case don't make it to TV, you guys don't know about it. So you think the only thing that's going on is what you see on TV. Well, where the case turns out that, the person was innocent. But at the same time, you pay all this money for an attorney just for you to fight for your freedom for something that was an absolute lie. No truth to it at all. Nothing that could be misinterpreted, well, I thought it was this or that, or someone else's perception is different from your cut the shit, man. Okay. At the end of the day, that's just like you walk down the street, somebody just smile and wave and keep walking. Don't say a word. Oh, she's flirting with me. He's flirting with me. Why? Because the person was just being polite and smiled and waved, and that was it. But at the end of the day, they're trying to get him for $50 million. You see these reports get out. This dude made $100 million, got landed $100 million podcast. He did this, he did that. I'll tell you something, man. You see all these rappers that like to get in front of the camera, showing their diamonds and holding stacks of money up and all this shit, right? You guys keep doing that. You see what they just did to Jonathan Majors, what he just went through. Okay, he lost movie deals because of that. He lost sponsors because of that. And pretty much, for him to come back and be in the movie that he's in now and be able to rebound from that is like, now people don't even care if you're innocent or not. They hear news, automatically you're guilty. And then they jump in and start to chime in and put their 2 cents in. And then what ends up happening, they don't even care if it's true or not. It's just something to talk about. It's just gossip. All you so-called street dudes, some years ago you guys were all complaining about Tekashi 6ix9ine being a snitch, but all you guys do is sit up on that stupid Clubhouse show. You sit up on these dumbass podcasts bragging about how many bodies you got and who's who and who's really carrying weight in what state and who you check in with. All you guys are doing is snitching on yourselves. You're too dumb to even understand it. And here's a guy in Tekashi that was kidnapped. His manager or whatever the hell he is to him was over here screwing his woman, doing all types of nonsense. They was going to kill this dude. If Tekashi 6ix9ine didn't escape out that car, he was dead that night. That night, his life was done. He's no gangster. He's no tough guy at all. At all. Who thought this rainbow-haired private school going to kid was a tough guy? Because he portrayed a role and had people around him that was doing dirt and he tried to act tough and fit in. Nah, he shouldn't have been in that position. But see, when you're an immature, grown adult, you don't think like that. But you guys, with all of this jumping in front of a camera showing how much money you got, you're just a target. That's your personal business, how much money you have. But you always want to prove that you got money. Other niggas is broke. We making money over here, nigga. We got money. You see they doing all of this talk about Floyd being broke. Floyd lost $400 million. And who did they say went after him? Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Yeah, all these different people have something to say. This is why I said you should watch what type of news you bring and how you bring it. Because if you just bring a celebrity news and that's what you do, okay, cool. Once you start chiming in and hey, they got you never know what can happen to you. It's honestly just like you walking down the street, you driving up, pull up somewhere, and somebody's going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I want to make trouble for you. It's that simple. So I don't know what the details are, and it's crazy because in this day and time, right now, People want to believe anything that's negative. Even when there's no proof of, they just hear, yep, you did it. Yep, he's guilty. I worked with somebody one day that said you're guilty until proven innocent. And I said, well, it's a good thing you're not a judge. And then the person explained to me why I said, yeah, as I said, it's a good thing you're not a judge. And if somebody ever falsely accused you, nobody should feel sorry for you, including yourself. That's not going to change anything. And even if you got convicted of something because all the evidence said that you were guilty, if you understand how the system works, you would change that perspective. This situation, for sure, where you hear something, you don't have any solid proof of anything, you just hear claims. It's like I'm a no-nonsense type of person, right? How easy for somebody, this dude looks serious. This dude looks me, he's big as hell. Yeah. Oh, officer, I see this big muscle-bound guy. Well, he looks mean. I think he's up to no good. Next thing you know, police are pulling up, trying to be nasty with you based on what? Didn't do shit. How many times have we seen videos where a person is, officer, why are you yelling and screaming and acting all hostile? I'm cooperating with everything you said, but you're sitting here like you're trying to provoke, even with the cameras on. Seen the one with the white officer? There's like five officers, and one little skinny black dude in the car, and he's recording the whole thing. Look, I'm a specimen, and I'm going to pull you out this car and beat the life out of you if you don't listen. And he's just provoking this guy. And you're going to tell me that your chief can't say, no. Unacceptable. Fuck suspension. You're fired. Because here's a situation where, with or without a camera, because a camera can go off and something can happen, any lie can be told, and police don't even have to, by law, show you their video footage. Why is that? I think we all know why. But in that same scenario, this is a situation where somebody could have lost their life all because of somebody's arrogance, their ego, and their stupidity. And all of a sudden now, guess what? My condolences to your family. Yeah, that's really gonna bring them back. That's what it's come down to. My condolences to your family. Well, I don't know Shannon Sharpe, situation. One thing I will say about Shannon is I don't see this dude in videos around females or like making any videos about females or I don't know, man. And last time I seen Shannon, he was doing a video for some ad commercial for some company, some product called Rose Sparks or something. I think it's something like Viagra or whatever. So I don't know, but I know people like to connect things and connect the dots and don't know what the hell they be talking about, but they'll sit there and try to make claims to make a person look guilty. And like I said, I don't know these people to put anything past them, but I feel like it's a Target type of situation. Because let's just be real, man. I mean, it could be true, but it also could be bullshit. They tried the same thing with Jonathan Majors. Like I said, they tried to get him, and even when they was showing videos that was showing that what was said, what the report said he did, you saw none of this stuff happening. But they were still trying to sink their teeth into him to get him. So it's one of these things, man. It really is. I mean, we can go through so many celebrities, man. But these people don't learn. And I don't know what the situation is. But even like, for example, when he had Cat Williams on the show, he talked about how much money he made and with that Cat Williams interview. And since that Cat Williams interview, everything just been on the up. Man, you have to know when you go up, there's nowhere else to go but down at some point. And you can maintain a certain status for a while, but at some point, your shit gonna start to tinker down. Okay. And you can become mega rich, and then, hey, when it does come to an end, guess what? I'm well off. That could be a case, right? But at the same time, once you start talking about money and you want to start putting so-called haters in their place, this is why I say your conversation should be above the pettiness. Think about it. For all the people that have something to say about Shannon Sharpe in terms of the Cat Williams interview and whatever they felt about him, he want to prove the haters wrong and say that because of the haters, my numbers went way up. And I'm like, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, everybody getting into it. We talk about boxing and how fighters get into the sport for the money, but they don't care about legacy anymore. And I told you guys that that's the direction it was going into. The business model has always been about money, but at the same time, you always had people within boxing talking about who could beat who they think was a real man's type of man or whatever, right? So all those things happening, right? How long do you think it's going to be before the fighters say, you know what? These promoters are just all about money. Now, I want to fight this guy, but they're telling me you don't need that fight right now. Go fight this guy. Let that guy build himself up. If that fight ever happens, right now is not the time. That's a money fight. And then these guys just go around, oh, that's easy money. You're going to make the same money if you fight him or him. He's dangerous. This guy's a killer. He's not. Why not go and just knock this guy out? Build your reputation up. Make yourself look even better. Right? So here we are. This is what starts to happen. There's no such thing as being humble now. Everything is I have to show that I can flex my muscles with the best of them, right? So now here you go with your show. And what are you doing in your show? You are letting everybody know that I'm in the money. Yeah. And these diamond diggers want some of it. So you have to be extremely careful. That's why I said if you go all the way back to, we can go back before that. You know, Jack Johnson was messing with white women in a time where it was like, oh no, what do you do? And they're trying to bring that back, this tangerine fucking complexion idiot with the suit on that y'all call a president. You see what he's trying to bring back. Yeah, everything that black, these people that fought for civil rights and all that. Now, yeah, everything that they tried to change and fight for, he's trying to flip it around. And y'all got this idiot over here. Y'all jumping up, praising this guy, and he was going to get in regardless. But the fact that y'all showed y'all faces, even making it known y'all wanted this guy in. And here's the crazy thing. When white people, old and young, are telling you ignorant, stupid people of color, y'all better wake up. Y'all think this guy care about y'all? All he cares about is money and himself. And if you're not rich, that's the only thing that separates you from people of color that's blue collar, because he feel like he either rich or poor. That's how he see things. And he don't care about you. All he care about is money. And he use people of different ethnicities to suck you in. And you stupid fools go for it. Well, yeah. You see these videos, these little kids going to school, being yanked off school buses, being snatched up out the car before they even get, to school. So all these videos that you see, whether I don't know if you guys see it, but I see them. I can also attach them to my videos so you can. Little small children going to school, little small children getting off a bus coming home from school and they being snatched up. Yeah, the ICE movement, right? Well, just saying. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And now that this guy's flexing his DEI situation, all these companies are showing their true colors, because they would say if they wasn't, you know what they say? Nah, we're not honoring that DEI shit. Why would we discriminate who we hire? No. Now, it goes to show you the true colors of people. If you're not from this country, shut your fucking mouth, because you don't know anything about it. All you're doing is repeating what you think you know. And remember, his story is not our history. All right? Let that shit sink in. So at the end of the day, this is what you guys think. This is what you think. But no, this guy's not for us. And people are flexing, going, yeah, now that true colors come out, now that we don't have to honor this, yeah, we don't have to do this. Did you see the video of the white guy that stood in the middle of Walmart and pulled his pants down and had his ass and his shit hanging out and was standing there talking about, I'm not fucking moving until you guys call and put me in. I don't have to wait, all this shit. And then black dudes beat the shit out of him. And I said, well, it's about time. Now, it's not about me advocating violence. What I mean by that is really simple. See, you always see videos of black dudes attacking other black dudes over nothing. But non-black people can come wherever they want, do whatever they want, and somehow we just don't see it. Now it's like, nah. Because a lot of us are starting to wake up now. I told you, those days of marching and all this crying, just wanting hugs and wanting to be just accepted as equals, it's like a puppy on it's like a stray dog on your porch, whimpering and whining, hoping you pet him and bring him in and clean him up and feed him and everything. That's exactly how they make us look. And every time they show us, they want to show the most ignorant group of us in front of a camera and put, yeah, this is how they act. This is how they are. This is what they are. They never put stand-up, real type of men in front of a camera. And when they do, you got these people that want to come against you. Like my man that did, played the new Captain America. I forget his name, the black dude. And he was telling how he raised his sons to be men, to be respectful, but always to be understand what's going on and be stand-up type men, young men that grow into men. Now all of a sudden you got all these people coming in just saying shit that he never even said, but trying to insinuate and trying to make it to be more than what he actually said. Oh, wow, he putting all this responsibility on kids. And oh, what has he got against gay? What did he even say anything about being gay? But at the same time, what's wrong with being straight? Huh? So it's okay. It's not pressure. It's pressure to tell a kid, you are the man in the house after me. You're the oldest, and after me, you're the man in the house, and I need you to keep them, your younger brothers, in line. But I got to make sure I keep you and everybody else in line, right? So at the end of the day, what happens? I've seen kids where you got a 12-year-old kid let his little 5 or 6-year-old brother or sister do whatever they want. They don't stop them. They don't do anything. They don't look after them. You see them leave school. The big kid is way down the street with his friends, while his little brother or sister back there struggling with a heavy book bag, and they're not even concerned about their little brother or sister. And where's the parenting at? So here's a guy saying, no, you stand together. And bottom line is, if he's teaching his kids that, hey, you're not little girls, you're little boys, so what? Who the fuck are you to judge that man? And why are you concerned about how he raised his kids? And that's all he talked about, is how he raised his kids. And he talked about there being a serious decline of masculinity in America. He's right. I just seen the other day on Facebook a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of posts. We need more black femboys. I told you, this is what they're doing. They take people, especially black men, demasculine them, put them in dresses. And why would I want to teach my sons it's okay to be a female? You're not a fucking female. You're born male or female. Simple. Now, being a transgender or whatever, however you're mental, how you see things mentally or whatever the fuck, doesn't change the facts. That does not change the fact. I've never in my life seen forms of a baby being born that says transgender as a baby. No. So you're born male or female. Simple. I don't give a fuck how your mind alters things through time. You're male or female. Now, it's plain and simple. People throwing these comments in there and bringing up transgenders and bringing up, he ain't saying nothing about any of that shit in his conversation. But this is nothing but a direct attack of people that have an agenda. And then you got gay people, you got transgender, you got lesbians, you got dykes that's like, no, this man didn't say anything wrong. Why are y'all attacking him? Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up. You guys just like his movies and oh, blah, 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 everything. Racism because a black man is now playing Captain America. All types of stupid shit. Well, here's the thing. And for you racist motherfuckers, oh, why do you think always about race for you people? Because it's always race with you fucking people. That's why. And that's why it comes out of your mouth. Because that's how you see everything, through race. Know your role, nigga. That's how y'all see shit. Well, see, Shannon Sharpe, the position that he's in, when he sat there across that fucking table and allowed Skip Bayless to disrespect him like that and sit there, put your glasses back on. Like, nigga, I ain't worried about you. You're not going to hit me. But had all this shit to say about fighting black people, about fighting Kwame Brown. Hey, yeah, it's on stop. When I feel it, don't stop, right? And we said, yeah, you making yourself like an ass. I don't know if the female is black, white, whatever, and I really don't care. But at the same time, whatever the situation is, I guarantee you right now, whatever's going on in his life, he's feeling like, how the fuck, why, how? If he's innocent. If he's guilty, then that's something else. But until the verdict is given and the truth comes out, and here's the thing, we don't always know the truth about a situation, do we? Every single year, yeah, they do it in the newspapers and they do it online. There's people that a judge called before their bench and say, Mr. Such and Such, you are now seen innocent of the crime you were convicted of 35 years ago, and you are a free man. 35 years of your life in a fucking cell. No telling what the fuck went on, what you experienced, how this shit changed you as a person, and what they do, throw you a little bit of money. 35 fucking years of your life gone. Yeah. Just saying. And see, racist people don't care how anything impacts or affects other communities outside of whatever the fuck they are. So how this goes is really simple. See, when people start positioning themselves, I'm here, I'm right. There's always those fucking lumberjacks down at the roots of your fucking tree, and you can't see them because you're so busy looking up here, and them motherfuckers are steadily chopping away at you until they can finally get you. And you see what happens when you're rich and you become a felon. They make stories about you. They do documents about you. They do like these documentaries about you. Now they want to talk about you, even if you haven't been in front of a camera in years. They want to talk about you. It's like that. You're worth more when you're dead than when you're alive type of situation. Similar to that. Oh, now that we got this nigga, yeah, let's go through everything about him. Now you bringing up videos from 20 years ago. Yeah, 25, 30 years. Really? Yeah. So y'all keep jumping in front of these cameras, flexing your money, showing, yeah, I got money too. I'm rich too. Yeah, I got my podcast is up amongst the top 5. Yeah, just keep flexing. Instead of bringing your content, discussing your content, and wanting to basically bring awareness to situations, try to improve situations. Nah, we want scandal. We want dirt. We want to know who snuck who, and I hit that nigga in the face. Then that nigga did this, and I did that. Yeah, and everything. Then all of a sudden, there's a case, and some of the people that was on your show is in this case now, and all types of shit goes on. And you know before that they come on your show, a lot of times, hey, look at what happens. When Cat Williams told this dude, they gonna come after you interview me. What you thought it been just one way? Oh, yeah. That's why everybody's so quick to want to, yeah, I want this amount of subscribers and that amount of subscribers, and I want this and I want that. So when you legitimately, like, I'll give you an example of something, right? When you legitimately make millions of dollars, when you legitimately find yourself in a whole different financial bracket, like, damn, this is real, this is really happening, like, keep that to yourself. You go out and tell everybody how many times a week you and your wife screw. You go out and tell everybody when you and your wife argue. Do you go out and tell everybody if your kid failed a class in school, or that's none of your business. It's nobody's business. Comedians do it all the time, don't they? Get up there and tell all their personal business and think because they put in the form of a joke that it's harmless, right? Yeah. You know, I thought about something a long time ago. And I was looking at some of these YouTube channels, right? And I'm looking like, how the fuck is it? I have like 3,000 subscribers or something, right? I think like 3,300 subscribers or whatever it said. And I know around roughly what type of videos of mine, what type of numbers they do. And some of my videos, I'm like, how the fuck do I got the same amount of views as a motherfucker that got 100,000 subscribers? How? And I'm like, I think a lot of these people that you think of people are bots, because there's no way in fuck that I could have videos that have those type of numbers. And sometimes I have more views than I have subscribers with certain videos. And I know certain things can stick, but what I'm saying is when I'm looking at a consistent level, I'm like, nah. Yeah. So a lot of you might look up there, you might get your little YouTube button, plaque, award, whatever, and guess what? More than half of your fucking subscribers are not even humans, they're bots. Yeah. And I've been sitting here and I'm looking at how these dudes do all these lives, all these super chats, and I'm like, and you still got the same amount of fucking views like every video. And I said, you know what? I figured out some shit, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But yeah. Let's just say it's really not a must that I go live. Yeah. But at the same time, just saying, y'all, You know, more is not always better. You got to watch your back out here, and you can't trust anybody. And nothing personal. If it's, I don't know these people personally, but this is why I'm not into all this linking up and doing chats with people and coming on people's platforms and all. I just don't trust people, man. I just don't trust what they stand for. And if you are a good person, then you know that, okay? And no harm done, but I just don't care for all that shit, man. And if I change my mind, I have to know a person better than me just sitting in front of my camera, you just sitting in front of your camera. Because I'll get live with anybody, and I'm not one of these people that is here for the games. I don't trust people. I just don't trust their motives. And especially when I watch your content and I can see shady shit and suck up shit and sambo, let me play my position. Nah. I don't do that. Ain't no rules in the jungle, man. Ain't no rules in the jungle. And one thing is instinctively, you know where to go or where not to go. The apex predators go where the fuck they damn well please. And I'm an apex predator, so I don't care about all that. You want to, try to get your numbers up. It's not like you're trying to unite channels. Like when we first started this, man, there was a couple of us, like 4 or 5 of us. We were all trying to help each other grow. And some people, things just happen. It's nothing personal, but or just shit happens, man, or, whatever. But you always had some people that was in the mix that for some reason they think you're trying to steal their viewers or trying to build off, like they feel like you're trying to. In other words, no, let me rephrase that. They don't want to see you flourish. They don't want to see people on your channel that's on their channel. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see any of that. They're afraid of competition. And it's like, bro, if I'm telling you to shout somebody, if I'm shouting somebody, this motherfucker already got, 10,000 people or 5, whatever, bottom line. I'm at 50 fucking subscribers at one point. We just, whoever we felt like was giving good content. But some people just like that. And then I realized, like, when you see, like, yeah, these motherfuckers are full of ego. Okay, cool. So, fuck them. Nothing personal, but fuck them. I don't bite my tongue for nobody, man. And I'm not going to ever be that type of person. So my whole thing is, be humble and stop trying to flex and let everybody know how much money you got. People do stupid shit like go on vacation and tell everybody where they at. You're sitting there showing videos. You got your family with you, especially for people that's out here beefing with other people. You understand what I'm saying? And especially when your dumb ass don't even have a home security system. Now, all you doing is letting everybody know that you're not even home. Your house is unguarded. Just to come back and your shit done been robbed. How about you wait till your vacation's over, then post your videos and your pictures? How about you do it that way? Nah, I gotta show everybody in real time, I'm out here. I'm outside. I'm out here. How many times have people done that shit and then somebody done pulled up, pow, 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 pow. Tragic situation because your stupid ego. You're talking to your ops. yeah, nigga, I'm out here, nigga. Real niggas do real nigga shit. Yeah, like, really? And this is what happens now. Just saying. All of this talking that y'all do. All of this talking that y'all do. But everything that y'all say and do is based on what I'm trying to show people. I'm this, I'm that. I got this, I got that. Don't you know, for you to sit here, especially in this era of time, and say some shit about you just got 100 million for your podcast, or you did this, that you made X amount of money, and you, right? Don't you fucking know when you do that, you got some gold, some diamond digging chicks in there going, ooh, I want some of that money. I'm just saying. So, whether he's guilty or innocent, we don't know. But how it unfold, we'll see. Talk to me in the comment section. Y'all never fall on other lies. Remember, the truth brings here to people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.